Shot.
Greetings and welcome back to another HGC ARK live stream. Today I have been grinding for many an hour to get to the point where I'm able to actually craft this mech. I think I got this blueprint from an orbital supply drop right here. It's level 280 out of a possible 300. Just waiting on a few more metal ingots to smelt. But as you can see, it is not cheap by any means to make a mech. Well, at least not for this high of a level, but I mean, if your max level cap is 150 standard, you know, then it's going to be a lot of materials for that level cap. So for the black pearls, I got those from Gotcha. And then Crystal, obviously from Crystal Nodes. I also got the Automated Resource Pumps mod. You can see all the mods and any changes to the game that I've made in the description of this live stream. Element, I got from the Element Nodes or Element Veins. And then the hardest thing that to get is the polymer. You know, all the cementing paste / Achatina paste required, and then all the obsidian. So I finally just got that just like 5-10 minutes ago before I started up the live stream. Just working on the last few metal ingots. Shouldn't be a problem. They're already smelting. I think I just need like 500 more. Okay, so actually I might have enough now. Use my handy dandy S Plus transfer tool. Alright, put all that stuff in the tech replicator. Alright, what am I at? Okay, here we go. Hopefully this is as good as I hope it will be. Let's do it. Oh, calculating. The game had to freeze to calculate all those materials. Okay, 319. And crafting skill looks like it is involved. So I got a crafting skill bonus of 23.2%. So my mech health is at 460%, stamina 273, weight 527, and damage 433. I've also got this Ascendant MDSM, Mech Deployable Shield Module. Equip a mech with this module to arm it with a large deployable dome shield. And I guess, like, if you unequip it, it just reduces the durability. I'd have to imagine that you can repair the durability, probably in the tech replicator. Haven't done it yet, that's just a guess. I wish I had the materials to make that for tonight. I don't. I'll probably have to do another live stream eventually once I can get all the modules. And then I'll have like a mech module live stream going through all the mech modules. But yeah, very first mech. Let's go deploy it. And just as a disclaimer, I don't know anything about it, so... What? I was not expecting it to be that big. Holy crap. That's insane. Wow. My game is trying to compute. Okay, let's see what this is about here. Whoa! I don't know if I'm tripping, but that seems like a ton of damage. Wow. Okay, and then you can run. I don't know, are you supposed to use something for fuel? Here, let me bring up something real quick for us all to check out. I'm going to bring up this. So this is the Gamepedia page for the mech. So it says the mech is one of the creatures in extinction, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so for anything, if you're unfamiliar with Gamepedia, this has everything you'll ever need to know about ARK. Anything about dinos, anything about kibble, taming. Okay, so the mech has two unique icons, fuel and heat. Fuel is element inside, much like most of tech, Without it, mech cannot perform most of its functions. Heat is generated when the mech performs certain actions, such as flying or firing its pistol. While mech are indeed strong, they cannot level up unlike enforcers. Okay, and then these are the different modules you can get. So I have the MDSM, I just don't have the materials to make it yet. It allows mech to deploy a force field that constantly saps its energy. MRLM allows mech to fire a barrage of rockets at swarms or hostiles. Okay, so I actually did get rocket pod ammunition from defeating Titans. So that's just sitting there. I just need to find an MRLM. The MSCM allows mech to fire a single cannon shot at a target. So I guess that's kind of like the rocket pod's kind of like a shotgun type of blast, and then the cannon shell's like a sniper shot. MOMI, merging with 3 other mech while attaching this to one mech, merges into Mega Mech. This can only be properly used in Alpha King Titan Arena. So mechs are capable of dealing out both 9 times damage with its sword and 3 times damage with its pistol to tamed Titans. When using multiple mechs or using higher quality mechs that can dish out more damage, they become very valuable for defending your base against enemy tamed Titans. Okay, well, let's switch back to the game here. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go test the sucker out. What's interesting though is that, whoa, wow, that's just insane. Okay, so I'm overheating pretty crazily right now. I don't know. Okay, so it just cools down after a few seconds. Alright, so the flying isn't like flying. Like, I don't know. I can't like go straight up, I don't think. Well, I can, but I can't go straight up. Okay. So, I'm gonna hop out here. Yeah, so it starts to overheat, it starts to glow, it looks like. Man, that looks cool. That looks super cool. Alright, let's see. I'm wondering if the fuel is... Does it just automatically recharge? I don't think so. I think I have to put element in it. Here, I'll turn the gamma up. I know it's pretty dark right now. Alright, that should be better. Alright, let's see. Hopefully I can just run off of shards. Let's take a look. Huh. Yeah, if anybody in chat knows, or if anybody in the comments section, I'll figure it out eventually. I'm not sure how to refuel it. So actually swinging that doesn't... Oh, and then when you... Okay, so I'm on PC. So when you just left click the mouse, it just swings the sword. It doesn't take any fuel to do that. When you hold the right button, it brings out this, and you can shoot with it. It looks like it takes a lot of fuel though. Yeah, it looks like it takes a lot of fuel. Yeah, so hopefully I wish I knew how to refuel it. Let's try actually putting real element in it, not just the element shard. See if that does the trick. Hopefully it does. Okay, yeah, so it looks like it's refilling on fuel now. But it's not using any of the element that I put in it. Maybe it's just a passive thing. I wonder if I can, like, maybe force feed it element. Feed the mech. Okay, well, it's kind of a bummer that it's so, it takes so long to refuel. Enable auto repair. Enable auto repair. I don't know what that even means. Oh, maybe that gives it back some of its health. Let's see if that eats up any element. Yeah, so that something's eating the element, either for it refueling or for it gaining back its health. Alright, well, whatever. Let's see if I can capture that inside of a cryopod. I think I got a cryopod around here somewhere. There's one. I really hope that I can, otherwise I probably would have deployed this somewhere a little bit more strategic. Oh yeah, let's take all the element out. We don't want to lose that. It works! Yes! This is so cool. Yeah! Alright, and then I've got another surprise tonight for tonight's live stream. I'm gonna go get it real quick, actually. And then we'll go test this stuff out on some orbital supply drops. That's probably the best way to kind of test it and play around with the Mek. That way just swarms of enemies just come at me, and should be kind of fun. Yeah, I was blown away when I first deployed the Mek. I had no idea it was that large. I thought it would just be kind of like in the Alien movies with like Sigourney Weaver, like in that like mech suit that she got, and I thought it would be like that size, not like a freaking giant. Alright, I'll turn the gamma down a little bit. Whoa! 2.75. There we go. Yeah, do you see how much damage I did to those Dinos? I did like almost 2,000 per swing with the sword. That's a lot of damage. I wonder if the Mek can get cryo sickness. I'll test that out too. I wouldn't think that it'd be able to. That'd be kind of messed up. Yeah, so actually today not only did I grind for many hours to get the materials to build this thing, but I also utilized my time by breeding. I started it last night actually, breeding 2 high-level Giganotosaurus, and I'm gonna go grab the one that I was able to breed in that amount of time, and I already made an Ascendant saddle for it. So I'm going to bring my Mek and a Giga. Hopefully I can find maybe like a yellow orbital supply drop. I think that would be a pretty good test. Blue might be a little bit too boring. But like I don't want to lose anything yet either. Like it would really suck if I brought my Giga and my Mek to an orbital supply drop, and then my Giga will freak out and like destroy my Mek. That I spent tons of time. It is not cheap to make at all. Yeah, so I've got kind of like a breeding center down here. That's kind of like separate from my bases. My forest base is actually right down there, but my breeding area is over here by the forest cave entrance. Originally, it was just because I was breeding the Volanosaurs for this cave. Oh, you know what, actually, I need to quickly run. I gotta run to my base real quick. So if you haven't seen that yet, you will right now. This is actually my first semi-good base. My very first base on this file, I built in Sanctuary, and, you know, it was just made out of stone. It didn't even, like, have a roof or walls. I just kind of walled off an area. So it wasn't a house, it was like a fenced-in area with some foundations where I placed the preserving bin and bed and all that kind of stuff. And then after that, I came straight down here, and this is my second base that I built on this file. And then my third base is the one that you saw in the beginning of the live stream, and that one's in the desert, right outside the desert cave entrance. Okay, let's grab a cryopod so that we can bring our Giga with us. I think I keep them in this one. Yeah. Let's grab a couple. Okay. Yeah, and I've actually got 2 other Giga eggs incubating right now as well, so I've only gotten 1 to full adulthood, and if you know anything about Giga breeding, it takes a while. But I think it's worth it, especially because, like, I'm building a Giga army for the King Titan fight, and once one Giga goes into rage mode, I think all the other Gigas in that squad also go into rage mode. And then they become real monsters. And I think the rage mode lasts, I think, 20 seconds. So it's 20 seconds of just pure insanity, pure rage. Yeah, I haven't actually owned a Giga since my Ragnarok file, which I had a long time ago. Oh, he's not fully healed yet, but oh man, he doesn't have a ton of health. I think I might. I got a Snow Owl in here. I'm just gonna blast him with some health real quick. Yep, and then I got 2 more eggs being incubated over here. I'm just going to check them out. I don't want them to hatch while we're out running around doing stuff. Okay, it still has another hour, so I'll just time it out so they don't hatch while I'm out and about. So let's see here, it's 7:20 p.m. Central Time, so at 8:20 p.m. Central Time, I'll come back and make sure I put these in the fridge, and then I'll raise them later. And then once we get to our first orbital supply drop, I'll test to see if the mech can somehow get cryo sickness. So I'll deploy the Giga first, and then I'll deploy the mech right away and see what happens. Yeah, so this should be fun, and I think I'm starting to feel pretty confident with my setup here. I'm probably gonna try to breed maybe 5 to 10 Gigas, maybe more depending on, you know, how I feel and how much time I want to grind getting the materials to build them all Ascendant saddles, and then hopefully I can do the King Titan fight soon, and then move on to the Beta Titans. And then hopefully I'll just have everything required to just get through all the Beta Titans real quick, and Beta King Titan, and then move on to the Alpha Titans, and then that's when I'll actually start taming the Titans, because I didn't want to tame a Gamma or a Beta Titan. I want the best of the best. Anything else is just going to lie around, so... One thing I wish that they would have done with this map is had more Kets spawn points, because like I rarely ever see the Quetzals, and like even if I'm out looking for them, and then when I finally do find one, it's like level 30 or something out of a possible 300. Alright, how you looking there, Giga? We'll just blast him one or two more times, and then we should be good to go. Yeah, with these snow owls, stamina is usually the best thing, because the more stamina you have, the more you can heal in one burst. Yeah, I don't really ever use the snow owls for anything. I use the snow owls. I got 2 parked at each gacha, so that my gachas pick up the snow owl pellets. So really, they're just kind of like a food source for the gachas. And then I just keep one kind of I keep a couple out in the map at certain areas where I can just bring my birds to heal up quickly after an OSD. Kind of just like healing stations. Okay, that should be fine. I don't anticipate a yellow OSD. Oh my goodness, what is this? Whoa! I thought I shut off. Yeah, enable mating's off. How did this just lay a fertilized egg? Immaculate conception, I guess. Alright, well, I'll just go through this in front of the AC units. And actually, I'm going to just put these in the fridge now, because otherwise I'm just going to forget about them. Okay, throw that. Oh, it's full. Okay, and then we'll drop this fresh fertilized egg down right there. And then I don't want to be carrying that. Okay, so let us grab that Giga, and we'll be on our way. And then we'll test out the Mek, and at the same time, level up this Giga. Okay, cryopod. Okay, everything's out of its inventory, especially its saddle. I'm always paranoid that I'm going to cryopod a dino and forget to take its saddle off, and then end up losing a bunch of time and resources. Alright, off we go. Let's go find a OSD. Yeah, I don't know if I'll do a red one. I'll definitely not do a purple one yet. I'll do a purple OSD once I have like 5 gigas, and then I'll bring my flyer strike team to those battles as well. But I just kind of want to deal with ground enemies right now. Like once the wyverns start coming out, that's when you wish you brought a bunch of flyers. For what I'm doing tonight, I'm not going to bring a bunch of flyers. I just want to test out the Mek and test out my newly bred crazy awesome Giga, which I spent many hours actually trying to find the 2 good decent level parents. And if you look at the Gamepedia spawn map, where you'll find them is just outside the snow dome. Like if you just fly around the perimeter of the snow dome, you might run into one. And if you don't, you can just go through there, killing a bunch of stuff, and then hopefully a Giga will spawn in place of one of the other dinos that you had killed. Okay. I'm gonna fly straight up here and then look around for smoke. Alright, there's one over there. That's kind of in purple OSD territory. Alright, let's go for it. Let's see what it is. I'm super excited to utilize this mech. I am really happy with how the mech design turned out. And as always, like if you've ever seen any of my other live streams, I never look up walkthroughs or anything like that. I like to experience things firsthand. So like, this is the first time I actually got to see like a mech up close and personal, and they're way, way bigger than I thought they'd be. What is this, red? We'll try it. This could go horribly wrong, but we'll try it. Yeah, my Giga's not... Well, shoot. I better not, because my Giga's not even full health. That's like gambling. You know, like 1 Giga and 1 mech versus a whole swarm of high-level corrupted dinos. There's another one over there. We'll go check that one out. That is in a good area to be a yellow, I think. Yeah, it seems like different OSD locations like have a different chance of being purple to blue. Like, obviously the locations in the more dangerous areas, like by the Forbidden Zone, have a higher chance of being purple. Now, that's not always the case. That's just kind of been my observation. Please be yellow. If it's not, if it's red, I'll, or if it's purple, if it's purple, I'll just activate it and then run off. Like a pansy. But if it's red, I'll just go grab some more birds. Yeah, it looks like it's purple. Ugh. Gross. Alright, let's get out of here. Danger, 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 as Steve Irwin used to say. Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll just go grab... Is there more... Is that smoke over there? Yeah, it is. Nice. Man, 3 orbital supply drops sitting around. Yeah, so one of the next things I'll probably be working on for live streams for ARK is getting the rest of those modules, module blueprints, so I can do a live stream of that, just going around and using the full arsenal. Alright, what do we got here? Kinda looks yellow from here, doesn't it? Yes. That's exactly what we wanted. Alright, so I'm going to set down here. just a little ways away from the OSD, so I don't activate it right away. Okay, so let's deploy the Giga first. So that one's the Mek, that one's the Giga. So throw the Giga down, and then let's see what happens. Cryo sickness for the Mek? Nope. Oh, it does. It does get cryo sickness. Wow. I think that is kind of messed up. That's okay. While that gets figured out, I am going to go kill some stuff with the Giga. $3,700 damage? Yes! Wow. I don't think I've ever had a monster like this in ARK before. Yeah, so again, the max level wild dino level cap is 300. One parent was level 290, the mom was level 290, and then the dad was level 200. When I tamed them, they obviously came out at higher levels than that. And then when I bred it, I was actually really lucky because it didn't go with the dad's lower level stats. It went with the mom's higher level stats. So I'm hoping that one of the Gigas that I end up breeding, maybe later tonight, will be a high level male. That way I can feel more confident in the actual breeds. We'll just force feed him a little bit here. Oh, this thing is a frickin' monster. Alright, let's see how this Mek is doing with its cryo sickness. So ridiculous. And then we'll throw the tech in there. I could actually probably solo this yellow OSD with just this Giga. I won't be surprised anyway. Well, at least we know now that the Mek can get cryo sickness. I didn't think it'd be able to. So it's kind of dumb, but whatever. Yeah, you know, I don't know the colors that can come in. I probably wouldn't have picked red, but it's still not bad. It's still pretty cool looking. Oh, well, how long is it going to have cryo sickness for? I wonder if I can just... I wonder if it's kind of glitched out. I've had that before, where, like, the cryo sickness just comes out and it's, like, permanent. Anybody in chat, has that ever happened to you? Like, the last time this happened to me, all I had to do was, like, exit the game and come back in and it was fixed. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that, so... I'm just gonna exit out real quick and come back, and it shouldn't take too long. Yeah, so it looks like the latency, it looks like I'm about a minute or two ahead of what you're seeing on your screen. So there's about a minute or two latency, which isn't too bad. I'm uploading at 12 megabytes per second right now. Okay, let's get back in there. Hopefully that has fixed it. Well, we're really close, finally, to actually using the mech. Yeah, I didn't want to just solo an OSD with a mech. I thought that might be kind of risky. So I figured, well, I might as well bring my newly bred Giga. Oh, what's up, Doug Howard? Here, I'm going to reply to you in chat real quick. That's happened to me. Hey, what's up, Mattias? Hey, thanks for swinging in, both you guys. Much appreciated. Alright, we're getting back in here finally. Yeah, so if it's like last time, the cryo sickness will be gone. I just had to restart the game. I don't know why that's happening. Not a huge fan of it, though. That's for sure. There we go. Alright, so please be... Yeah, see, now it's gone. Okay, well, whatever. At least we can actually get down to business here. We'll get both. Oh. And you know what? Now that I did that, that OSD is gone. Of course. Okay. Well, what we'll do now is... Oh, get off of me. Yeah. The Giga just takes out in like 1 second. Alright, make sure all the elements out of that. We'll throw this back in here. This time I'll just be more careful about not dropping them super quick. Okay, so both of you guys, Red Grand Gaming, welcome back. Yeah, so both of you have not seen that permanent cryo sickness thing. I don't know why I'm getting that. Okay, make sure the saddle's off. Cool. Okay. And of course, I whistled my bird aggressive, so he's over here now. Whistle him passive, tell him to come at me. I'll just take my Giga and my mech to kind of a hostile zone, and we'll use it there while we wait for an OSD to drop. I'll bring the mech to the Forbidden Zone. How's that sound? Watch, I'll get destroyed in like the first 5 minutes playing this game. Or first 5 minutes actually using it, get destroyed. Yeah, Redgren, I got the Giga. I think it was you who was telling me that it was around the snow dome, right? I spent all yesterday clearing out the enemies and hoping for Gigas to respawn. And I went through, I did that a lot. Many times did I do that. Just trying to get high-level Gigas to spawn. And then finally I got a level 290 female Giga out of a possible 300. And then I also got a level 200 male. But the one that I'm carrying around with me right now, that's the bred. That's the Giga that came from both those parents. And it ended up with mom's high-level stats. So I got super lucky with that. Okay, OSD is dropping right there. Look at that. Oh, it's purple. Come on. Of course. Yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna get my mech destroyed right away. Yeah, so Redgren asks if my Giga came out with a decent imprint. Yes, it did. I got perfectly imprinted, and yeah, there wasn't really many wasted points. I do use the Dodo Dex as well, just to make sure that I know how the stats are being equated, or calculated, I should say. Okay, so that one's the Giga. Yeah, we'll just deploy the mech, and we'll go out and use it. No cryo sickness. That's good. Okay, so we'll do that. Hop on in there. Let's see what we can do with this Wyvern here. Okay, and I didn't take that much damage either. Wow. Yeah, like seriously, wow. Yeah, this is insane. Yeah, and then for anybody in chat that missed it, this mech is level 280 out of 300. Here we go. Okay, so it's not, I mean, it's doing quite a bit of damage, but not so much that I don't think my, that really have to worry about too much. There it goes. Well, it's only level 40 Giga. Yeah, so a higher level one would have definitely been a problem. I wonder if you can use your Spyglass from it. Okay, so you cannot use your Spyglass from a mech, apparently. The aiming with the sword isn't the easiest. Maybe I just have to get used to it. Well, since we're so close, I can maybe just go inside the ice cave here and test it out in there. I think you can bring the mechs into the caves. I don't see why not. And then hopefully by then, decent OSD will have dropped. Stupid Megalosaurus. Level 420 Dire Wolf, man. Yeah, so you can actually back up pretty fast with it. So you don't have to incur much damage if you don't want. You just back up and swing. Kind of a bummer you can't actually level the Mek. Okay. Oh, one just dropped right there. Alright, let's go take a look. Yeah, you can get around pretty fast in this thing. Okay. Well, we got a red one here. I think we can try it. Yeah, let's try it. And then to heal the Mek, I'm going to enable auto repair. And I think it uses element to heal up. Okay. We got 2 insane killing machines. Whoa, okay. So it didn't take very much element for it to heal up. Alright, should we try this? Actually, I'm going to put my Giga to follow on very high. What am I doing? Highest. Yeah, otherwise he was just running right into my Mek, and I wasn't able to actually move. Alright, here goes nothing. Except for a bunch of time and effort. I think with the Giga by my side, I should be invincible. Friggin' nerds. Alright, Giga. Do your thing, man. Giga's not messing around with those trikes. God, what a killing machine. Yeah, I'm gonna build another 10 of those. Yeah, I don't really care about the shield around this, well... Yeah, I don't really like the big shield around the OSDs. I just like being able to get all the corrupted dinos into one spot. Yeah, I don't know if I'm actually hitting it. I think I'm just hitting the shields. Yeah, so Red Gren says he's guessing that the Mek will break the shield quick. Actually, I don't know if it doesn't look like it's doing any damage to the shield at all. Which is interesting, for sure. Yeah, so that's pretty OP that you can walk backwards so fast while you swing the sword. That way you can avoid being hit while doing a ton of damage. Aha! There we go. Bring them on. Do your thing, Giga, do your thing. Why isn't he... I'm gonna have to set his targeting range to be higher. Yes! Feel it! Oh, this is so sick. Anybody in chat know a good way to refuel more quickly? All right, look at that. Whoa. This Giga's being a disobedient brat. God, by the looks of this, like, it looks like you might even be able just to solo an OSD with the mech. Well, it'd sure be nice if my Giga would come up here. Yeah, the controls are pretty good on the mech, I'd say. It kind of comes up across as a little lofty though. Like whenever you jump, like you go like hovering like a ways. Alright, let's try to get my Giga back over here. He would sure be helpful. Yeah, fuel's kind of hard to come by, it seems like, with the mech. No, I don't think the mech is damaging the OSD. Okay, so right now it's at 81,201. And now it's at, yeah. No, it doesn't damage the OSD. Alright. Let's get in there. There's my Giga. Help me out there, buddy. Yeah, so the mech is great for just clearing out everything that's surrounding the OSD. Oh, your Gigas destroy the OSD if they get too close? Interesting. Well, I was hoping to use my a Giga Army for the purple OSD. Maybe I can just try to keep them away from it, though. Okay, so I should still have... I'm going to turn my guys on the passive here. I want to look. Make sure that the healing is enabled. Yeah, so auto repair. Oh my goodness, Rock Drake? Wow, he almost about snuck up on me. Oh my goodness, look how much damage it's doing. Yeah, I need some health, like, real bad. Yeah, so the mech is not invincible, that's for sure. Yeah, so this mech has 66,220 health. Which, I don't know, like, it seems like a lot, but I think I'm on, what, the third wave now? Yeah, I'm still on the third wave, and so I don't think I'd be able to solo this. I'm actually going to pod him up real quick. And we'll hop on the Giga, and hopefully the well, we'll let our Giga have some fun this round. I don't think I'll be able to actually complete this OSD without being destroyed, but the whole purpose of this was to test out the mech. I don't like the Spyglass at all. Okay. Oh, did he seriously? Wow. Giga, what are you doing? That's okay. The OSD is going to get destroyed, but that's okay. I'm going to let my Giga finish off the enemies in this area. And then we'll figure out how to heal up the... mech. I think you just have to let it sit there with element inside of its inventory, and I think it will just consume the element and heal up. Okay, so Redgren says if you had a drone, you use it, fly it close to the mech, and it will heal. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll go and craft a drone then. Like by drone, do you mean like one of those little things that fly around, like the Scout, or? All right, let's get our Giga back up here. Oh, he's gonna have a blast. Come here, puppy. Oh, you guys are gonna pay the price. My Giga's pissed. Don't fall off. Yes. Kill. Okay, Scout. Okay, thank you. Alright, well, I'll go back to my tech replicator and try to build a Scout, and we'll heal up the mech as quickly as possible. Hopefully I have all the materials necessary to do that. I should. Here's a good question, Redgren. So, like, when you level up the Giga, like, the points that you put into it don't really, like, do much. You know what I mean? Like, you put a point into health and it gets, like, 50 health. You know? Melee damage is different. Like, it actually seems to be... Like, it actually seems like the melee damage goes up a normal amount when you put points into that, but anything else... It seems kind of weak. Alright, let's get the Giga a little bit away from those things. And then we'll get him in the cryopod. Alright, passive. Alright, definitely not a safe place to be running around on foot. We'll keep that. Yeah, we don't really need to keep any of that. There's, ooh. Make sure I put the saddle away. Oh! Okay. 51 levels? Wow. He did some work there. Ha ha ha. Sick. Yeah, so Redgren says only melee for sure. Not worth it on anything else. That's what I was thinking too, man. Okay, I've got everything. Alright, let's head back to my desert base and take a look and see if I can build a Scout from the tech replicator. And then try to heal up the mech. Yeah, so definitely not possible to solo a red OSD with just one mech. Or maybe it is possible with a Scout. I'm just going to activate this OSD and then run. One thing that when you do this though, because I want other OSDs to spawn, is the rock drakes that come for that OSD. They'll actually hunt you down all the way across the map. Like, I'll just be minding my own business. Like, I just activated that purple OSD, right? And then I'll go and just, like, be hanging out at my desert base. And then all of a sudden a rock drake will show up. Okay. I was paranoid for a second. I thought maybe I forgot to take the element out of my Mac. That's one dangerous thing about the cryopods. Like, if you're in a hurry, or if you're just, like, thinking about something else when you cryopod something, you kind of risk losing saddles, or element, or whatever you might have in their inventory. Yeah, Red Gren says the rock drakes at the purple OSDs are brutal. And the enraged Rexes, yeah, for sure. Usually it's the wave where the enraged Rex comes that, like, the OSD gets destroyed. Like, you've seen my bird army, my Argent army. Like, they'll survive. They just can't protect the OSD for long enough. Alright, let's see. I'm going to deploy... Let's deploy the Mek. Okay. What do I need to build? Scout. 5 electronics, that's it? Oh, I could build that. I have to go get electronics first. I don't think I have any here. No, I don't have any here, but I'm pretty sure you can get them out of the lamp posts. And I'm sure that there's not a lamp post too far away. I see them all the time out here. Like, before I knew that element veins were a thing, I thought the only way to get element was from the lamp posts. That's how dumb I was. I was like, there's no way I'll ever build anything with element if this is the only way to get it. Yeah, so it won't take me long to get the element. It'll definitely be worthwhile to build that scout, like Red Gren says, in order to actually heal up the Mek. And then we'll go find another OSD to kill stuff with the Mek. Oh, Jason, what's up, man? Oh, Jason says that when you cryo, you can leave the saddle on. What? Okay. Well, that's good to know. That definitely takes away some of my paranoia that I had. Alright, here's a lamppost. Could have sworn that I at least used to get electronics from those. Oh, that's alright. I don't know, has this ever, anybody in chat, has this ever happened to you where, like, you'll go into somewhere where there's a lot of stuff that needs to render, and then, like, your game will freeze, and a white box will pop up saying, like, something about an error. I think it says something about, like, the game crashing. Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna grab... I don't want to have to go all the way back to my base. I think that I can actually... get electronics with this thing. Okay, so I got 2 electronics from that one. Yeah, Yeah, I've already destroyed like all the lampposts in the city, and I don't know, like they just haven't respawned yet. All right, whatever. I'm just gonna have to do it. I'm just gonna have to go to my base in the Sunken Forest to get the electronics that I need. And yeah, it seems like this is kind of a longer way to do it, but I don't think the mech can heal itself nearly as quickly. Oh, here's some more lampposts. I'm gonna go grab the Terra again, and then I got 2 electronics from that one lamppost, so that should be enough. Where am I going? Ah. Alright, this should seal the deal. One. There we go, there's 5 electronics. Alright, let's go build that scout. Alright, so Jason says, yeah, bro, that happened this morning because of all the errors, deleted everything. Ah. Yeah, I wonder if, I think that's like a rendering issue. Like I wonder if that doesn't have something to do with RAM. One of my friends had that problem all the time, and he was using an older computer, and I think he only had 8 gigabytes of RAM. And I mean, 8 gigabytes, you know, I say only, but 8 gigabytes is actually a decent amount of RAM. But for a game like this, especially if you're running it on high settings, like, you need all the RAM you can get. Like, 16 gigabytes seems to be kind of the amount that you need to play this game with high settings. Red Grunt says that there's tech benches in the stadium structure west of where I was. And you can get electronics and stuff from destroying those. And then Jason agrees. He says, scouts repair mech real quick. Okay, so this is going to be worth doing then for sure. And then maybe I can cryopod the scout and just bring it with me so I can just repair the mech on spot. You know, it's actually kind of weird for me, like with live streaming, because usually, like before, like with my original ARK videos, like I would know what I was talking about, and then I would go and I would like plan out how I was gonna do the recording, and then I would record it, and then I would edit it, and I'd get everything like as perfect as I could with the knowledge that I had. But with live streaming, like I don't know anything. I don't know anything. But I think that's kind of fun. Just, you know, seeing people's initial impressions of things. Like, I never even really saw a mech before I built this one today. Man, that Megatherium's going all out. Okay, we got our electronics, we got everything else. Let's build the scout. Okay. Here, I gotta clear out my inventory real quick. I hate having all this crap in here. What's going on out here? Come on. Here, I'll turn the gamma up a little bit. I know it gets really dark on the live stream. There we go. Flippin' mantis. Okay, let's just deploy this. What the hell? 20 element dust is required for scout operation. Okay. Here's 1,000. Let's see. What in the hell? This thing is insane. Okay, so I'm not doing anything right now. Let's try to get its health to show up here. Okay, so I'm holding left trigger. I don't know if that's actually what I need to do. Okay, I just let go. It looks like it's... Okay, it looks like it's repairing it, just having it close by. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, and you can see the... Nice. Yeah, that's really cool. Wildcard Studios doesn't disappoint. Alright. How's it looking? That is so cool. Wow. Okay, so that didn't heal it up all the way yet. Okay, so Red Grand says when the arms move, it's close enough and healing. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I wonder, do you know if you can pick the Scout back up? I mean, I'll test it here in a second. But it'd be nice to be able to just bring that with me. That way I can repair the mech on spot. Hell, it might be worthwhile to, like, just bring along, like, 2 or 3 scouts. Oh, you know what? I suppose I could probably just... Yeah, okay. So I can just leave the scout there and then continue doing what I was doing. Yeah, this is super cool. I like this. Anybody in chat... Anybody in chat know how to refuel the mech more quickly? Like, when you shoot your gun, like, that depletes the fuel by a ton, you know? And I was wondering if anybody might know a way to quickly regenerate the fuel. Alright, we're almost there. And then we'll take it back out for another killing spree. And Redgren says that, yeah, you can call it back in. Okay. Huh. It seemed like it was bringing the health back up a lot faster than that. Like earlier. I guess that's still not super slow. I guess this is a good time to maybe empty out my inventory of junk. Yeah, I don't need any of this stuff. Okay. Just put element in the mech inventory. Will autofill power. Okay, yeah, and I have been putting element into the mech, but it just doesn't refuel on power as quick as I was maybe hoping, at least. Oh, well, that's why it's not. Okay. I was gonna say, why is that taking so long? There we go. Oh yeah, that's like, okay, yeah, that's healing it up really fast. And enable auto repair. Okay. Do you guys know if there's any like negative to having the auto repair enabled? Like, is there any reason you'd want to have it disabled? Yeah, so the scout does work really well. Okay, full on health. How do I get to come back in? Like, I got able to come back in on accident last time. Whoa, where are you going? Where's it going? What? Oh, Velonosaur killed it? Wow. That is messed up. At least it didn't take that many materials to make. I can just mess around with that later. Alright, let's get this guy back in the cryopod. And we'll go take it out for another spin. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Yeah, I have no idea why my scout flew off like that. Jason says, leave element in the mech or it will starve. The mech can starve? Man, there's a lot I didn't know about the mech before I crafted it tonight. Like, I took a quick glimpse through the Gamepedia about it, but like, I was just more interested in reading about the different types of modules you could equip it with. Yeah, I don't know if I would... Yeah. Jason just said that was crazy. Agreed. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to bring the mech into a purple orbital supply drop. I feel like that would be a pretty dangerous a way to use it. What I've been seeing, like, on Gamepedia, after I killed all the Titans, except for the King Titan, which I'm going to be doing probably the next live stream, like, everybody was saying that the mech is really good for the Titan fights, and for the Titan taming. So, that's probably going to be the most basic use for it, I would suppose. Well, I don't see any OSDs. I guess we could probably just do this element vein. It's kind of a weak one though. 25,000. I'm just gonna fly straight up and get a bird's eye view and see if there's not a good OSD sitting somewhere. No? Okay. Well, I guess we'll do the element vein. And then we can test and see if the mech can damage the element spires. Like, what we learned when we did the red OSD earlier is that the mech doesn't damage the actual orbital supply drop. Like, you can hit it with the Mek, but it doesn't do anything. Whoa! Stop touching my RG. Alright. Jason says just cruise Wastelands and level it up. Do you mean level up the Mek, Jason? I don't know if you can do that. Fall damage? Well, yeah, so you can actually jump a decent way without taking damage in the Mek. Oh, Tech Rex? I'm actually in the market for one of those. A high-level male Tech Rex. Yeah, I didn't think so, Red Gren. Which is kind of a bummer. That'd be really cool if you could, but it's already pretty powerful. I feel like it would make the game probably a little bit too easy if you could level the Mek. Ah. Sneaky Dilo. Yeah, so the Mek isn't terrible, really, for the element veins. I don't think it damages them. Yeah. I do like the Mek quite a bit. I like it. I think it's much more worthwhile than the Enforcer as far as deployable tech machines go. Yeah, and you can just walk through trees like they're nothing. Alright, where are they hiding? Insufficient stamina. That's actually the first time I have run out of stamina. we got here? Bunch of little guys. Yeah, so like if you were playing this with a bunch of friends and you were doing like an OSD or an element vein like this, you could just like station your friends one at each route, and then you could just kind of bottleneck all the enemies in a way. Alright, let's try to save some of these veins here. Yeah, it's actually kind of hard to hit these small guys because, there. Alright. Yeah, 1800 damage is a lot of damage. That'd be cool if like you did stomp damage when you landed. Oh, get off of me. Yeah, so if they're like super close to your feet, I don't know if you can actually hit them. Which might be, I mean, I might be wrong about that, but I couldn't seem to hit those raptors that were at my feet. So, like if you're playing PvP, I wonder if you could kill somebody that was in a mech just by like staying by their feet. Alright, we'll try a bottleneck right here. And then, yeah, enemies will be attacking that side, but at least we can hold down one side of the element vein. Until we clear it out anyway. Triple kill. Well, compared to the red OSD, this is like super easy. I've barely taken any damage at all. I guess if I had to point out the cons of the Mek, I would say aiming the sword isn't the easiest thing in the world. The fuel takes a while to replenish, like way longer than ideal, for sure. Unless there's something I'm missing. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit these for a little bit and see if I can actually destroy these. Okay, it's at 1,591 health. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing any damage to it. So, just like the OSDs, you can hit them. Yeah, you can hit the OSDs and the element veins with the mech and it won't do damage to them. So, that's probably good to know. Another negative about the mech is that, like, when enemies run into you, like with their bodies, it can kind of make the mech go up in the air. And when the mech is up in the air, like, it's a lot harder to attack. Whoa, I just like refueled completely. How did that happen? Mystery. Yeah, like right now I'm kind of having a hard time attacking because they're kind of bouncing me up in the air. Alright, there we go. Yeah, and then like, so the damage I'm doing, it's like with anything in ARK, with the damage hitbox, like if something's on the other side of that spire and I try to attack it with the sword, it's actually protected because there's a spire in between my attack and the body of the enemy. Stupid gas bag. Well, that's a tanked out gas bag. Okay. Yeah, definitely not the quickest way to complete these. The Argent strike team really gets in there. So that's probably a better way to do this, really. But again, like if you had like another friend or two friends, both who had mechs, this would be a much more plausible way to go about it. Yeah, and the pistol shots are kind of, they have to travel to the enemy, so you gotta kind of time it out a little bit. I'll make quick work of those guys. Oh, didn't need to waste. Yeah, okay, so the fuel actually does come back pretty fast. I don't know how to provoke that to happen. It just kind of happens every once in a while. Yeah. Easy. Okay, so now you can destroy the element spires. But you wouldn't pick anything up. Well, there's not a whole lot to pick up. I'll just do it real quick. Might as well since we're here. Okay, and that was a spire that had 25,000 health. Or it did, like when I first approached it, so... It wasn't the easiest element vein, but it certainly wasn't the hardest element vein. But I was able to solo it with the Mek. No problem. No problem at all, really. And again, the Mek that I have is level 280 out of a possible 300. So it's not perfect. It's not perfect Mek, but it's pretty close. Hopefully we can find a yellow, because I think a yellow would be perfect. The perfect difficulty to solo with the Mek that I have. Because then, you know, you don't get a bunch of wyverns flying around or anything like that. Alright, let's get the sucker in here. Garbage City. Yeah. Alright, we'll take all that. There we go. Just had to get the right angle on it. Alright, we'll just grab these last couple ones, and then we'll get the main spire, and then we'll move on. God, so much element. And that was like a easy one. Alright, off we go. On to the next challenge. I haven't heard any OSDs drop yet, so... You know what I'm gonna do, actually? Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I am going to bring my Mek into the forest cave. Well, actually, look at this. If this is at 50,000 health or more, I'll do it. I don't think it's gonna be though. Yeah, 10,000. So that would be a really easy element vein. Yeah, so we'll take the Mek into the forest cave and see how it does in there. I think that. Anybody in chat, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that the U-Tyrannus should have an effect if you're in the Mek, right? I wouldn't think that it would, but we'll find out. And then while I'm here, I'll also grab a bunch of electronics to bring over to my desert base. That way I can build more. I can build more scouts. To heal the Mek with. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of a place with a high concentration of enemies for me to kill the Mek with. But obviously nothing too crazy. Like, I wouldn't go into the depths of the Forbidden Zone with just the Mek. Alright, actually I'm pretty close to my base right here, so we'll just grab some electronics real quick and then we'll head to the forest cave. And I got some pretty good use with the Giga earlier in the live stream. I think I got him like 55 levels just from doing the red OSD. Alright, where do I keep my electronics? Probably in the fabricator. Yeah. We'll just grab a bunch of stacks. Okay, let's Yeah, everything looks good. Let's head to the forest cave. Watch, this is where I lose my mech. Gets destroyed. Oh, you know what? It's not going to fit in the forest cave, will it? I don't think it will. I can try deploying it. I'll try to deploy it inside the the forest cave. Hopefully I don't break the game too much tonight. Yeah, and then I'll show you just real quick, because I'm just gonna put down my Giga while I'm here. So these are the parents of the Gigas that I'm breeding for the purple orbital supply drops and the King Titan run, the King Titan fight. So I called this the perfect Giga. This was a level 290 out of 300. Tamed it with raw mutton. And then this is the male, level 200. I found it at it, ended up at level 298. And so if it's close enough to perfect, like 290, like I'll just call it a perfect whatever, perfect Giga, perfect Argent. But like for this one, I found it and it was level 200. After taming it, it came out as level 298. And both of these were fed with raw mutton, so. Alright, let's see if I can deploy the mech inside of here. I don't think I will be able to. Actually, you know what? Maybe the mech will just fit in there. Yeah, look at that. Losers. Oh! Oh my god. Yes. Wow. Ooh. I just got hit by an Arthropleura. Okay. It doesn't look like it did too much damage. I was thinking like maybe like Borderlands, like since the Arthropleura has that corrosive spit attack that destroys armor. I was thinking that maybe it would do extra damage to the mech, but I don't think it did. Oh, let's put the element back into this guy. Alright. I missed all those shots. Yeah, not gonna lie, this is pretty awesome. Oh, so the gun has splash damage, it looks like. Yeah. Oh. All right. God, that'd be so awesome if you could level up the mech. It'd be a little bit too awesome, though, I would suppose. Yeah, so strategically, like, the mech is really good for bottlenecking enemies. With that swing attack. Oh. Can I make it? No. Alright. I'm going to see if what can be done is just get it through here and then throw it back down out on the other side. Hopefully I don't get killed. Risky business. Usually there's no enemies right here. Can't deploy, can't fit. There we are. Okay. I'm actually a little bit nervous going down to this main area. God, those wild terror birds are actually kind of hard to hit. There. Yeah, so one thing that happens is whenever the dinos get super close to my feet while I'm in the mech, they become pretty much impossible to hit. Alright, let's see here. Let's get a whole group of them. Alright, I'm out of fuel, so I can't shoot anymore. Wow. Killing spree. Come on. Wow. Alright, yeah, I forgot to put the element back in there. Okay, yeah, so the element is what gives you back fuel. Oh my god. Yes. Absolutely insane. Okay, well I think I pretty much cleared out the masses down here. Yeah, so yeah, you could definitely solo any of the caves with a mech, as long as it's a higher level mech. I definitely wouldn't take this down here with vanilla one. Okay, yeah, I definitely don't like this part. Going on foot through here. Alright, let's just try to get through here as fast as possible. Alright, and then this is where I couldn't make it through with the Mac. But I can make it the rest of the way. Right now. Alright. Good deal. Yeah, the mech has a little bit of a trouble with small rocks. Oh, well, didn't mean to get that. It's alright. Wow. I am a fan. I even like how it looks when it's overheating. Okay, so I can't make it through there. I can make it in. Okay, there we go. Kind of clipping through the wall a little bit. Yeah, awesome. So I think we got some pretty good tests in with the Mac tonight. I think I'll probably do another live stream tomorrow night at 6 p.m. And tomorrow night, what I'll probably want to try to do, I'm going to spend up all night probably tonight breeding Gigas. And that way, hopefully tomorrow night, I can do a live stream where I do purple orbital supply drops. hopefully. But we'll see. My overall review of the mech, if I had to give it a rating between 1 to 10, I would say, and 10 being good, 1 not being very good, I would give the mech a 7.5 or an 8 out of 10. Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. Because what I don't like about it is that it's obviously kind of clunky. I mean, that's kind of a given, you know, just by the nature of what it is. The fuel depletes really fast. So you can't use your pistol a whole lot before you have to wait for it to refuel. You know, and for being like a robot mech thing, I would imagine it to have more armor than what it does. It takes a good deal of damage. You know, like it's an Ascendant Mek, you know, and it's almost perfect. And it still takes, you know, probably 80% of the damage that it receives. For example, you know, with my Giga, or for any of my dinos, with Ascendant saddles, like, they barely take any damage at all. They might take like 20% damage from an attack, or 15% damage from an attack. But the mech seems to take around 80 or so. The materials it cost to make it were ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. If you're interested in how many materials it took me to build this mech, you can see that in the beginning of the live stream. You can just rewind it and see it there. But it took a lot. It took a lot of grinding and a lot of time in order to build this mech. For the pros, it does a lot of damage. The sword is awesome. You know, it's got that swing attack. You can hit a ton of enemies at once with it. The birds didn't seem to be too much of a problem with it. When we did the red OSD, I was able to kill the wyverns. The wyverns would come down to try to attack the mech. I would hit it, kill it pretty quickly. The pistol is pretty great. You know, I guess it wouldn't be fair of me to give it a legit review yet. I'm gonna wait until I can actually go through all the modules and do a live stream, test all the modules out. I do have the shield module. I just didn't have the resources in order to create it. But that's another thing I'll probably work on tonight. So what do you guys think? I'll stick around and chat for a little bit if anybody wants to chat with me there. Otherwise, if you're watching this recording, leave your thoughts, concerns, anything like that in the comments section. Again, if you're wondering any changes that I've made to this file, you can find that in the description of this video. You know, what mods I'm using. I'm not using anything crazy or anything like that. You can find that in the description of the video. So I better get to work. I better get to work on getting my Giga army ready for a purple orbital supply drop. So I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try to do the Giga purple orbital supply drop tomorrow night, do a live stream on that. I'll probably take them through a couple red OSDs, get them leveled up, and then I will bring them to a purple OSD and see how it goes. And then that will level them up even further and prepare me for the King Titan fight. I wasn't able to complete the red OSD earlier. I had my Giga out for that. And got 51 points to spend. And I think I'm going to just dump it all into melee damage. But I'm going to have to think about how I'm going to distribute all these points. I might put a couple in health, but as you can see, so 68,648, you put 1 point in there. What was that, like 30 health? 40 health? Yeah, so actually, you know what? Let's just do melee damage. Look at that. Oh, the King Titan's gonna get messed up. Alright, you guys. Well, hey, thank you so much for hanging out and spending time watching this live stream. And I always appreciate that. Thank you guys very much. And I know that you guys probably know who's seen my live streams before. I've been doing Borderlands 2. I'm backing out of Borderlands 2, so I'll probably end up doing more ARK live streams every day of the week. And again, you know, once Anthem comes out, that's going to be a major game that I'll be live streaming. And then a month after that, we've got not Rage 2. We got the Division 2 coming out a month after Anthem. And then after the Division 2, a month after that, Rage 2 is coming out. And I'm planning on live streaming all those. Haven't figured out a schedule for how I'm going to do that yet. But that will happen. So anyway, thanks you guys so much for hanging out. And hopefully see you tomorrow night. If not, have a good one. And we'll just see you later.